Good afternoon. First, two of the region's main rail operators will be among the first in the country to be renationalised next year under major government plans. Greater Anglia, which operates services from Norwich to London, and the Stansted Express will revert back to public ownership in the autumn. C2C, which runs between Southend and London, will switch in July. Jim Boyle from Surrey has been training racehorses for decades and taking them across the globe to race. He fears the potential tax hike could threaten their future.
Most racehorse training businesses like ours, we already run on extremely tight margins. The sport's underfunded as it is. So anything that upsets that equilibrium any further is going to put really serious pressure on our businesses. We've got to ensure that nothing further causes a reduction in income to racing that would definitely put our business at risk.
The government have been warned that farmers may never forgive the Labour Party for the change to inheritance tax rules on agricultural land, the Conservative Party has claimed. The claim was raised in Parliament by Shadow Environment Secretary Victoria Atkins. A Cambridge farmer says he's pulled the plug on investments of over £100,000 after the Chancellor's autumn statement. But Cambridge MP and Food Securities Minister Daniel Ashton said the move had been misrepresented.
It's brought people much closer. We've now got a real fighting spirit. Everyone now knows what we have to do. We need to raise funds to protect the coastline, and everyone's going to work together and pull together to do that.
We need help. That's the message from residents here in Hemsby. For years, the coastline has been eroding. Now they say they've reached crisis point. Lorna is the landlady at the Lake-on Arms pub, which is now several hundred yards from the beach. She's one of many asking those in power to step in before it's too late. Last year, 109,000 people were living in temporary accommodation, according to the charity Shelter. They say the government needs to increase funding in support services and build more social housing if it wants to end homelessness for good. The cost of housing homeless people in temporary accommodation is putting local authorities on the brink of financial ruin, according to dozens of council leaders. They say the rising cost of living, unaffordable rent and a lack of social homes is forcing more and more people into homelessness. On the day to commemorate the end of World War I, hundreds of thousands of protesters marched in central London to call for a ceasefire in Gaza. Some 2,000 officers were deployed across the capital, with officers drafted in from other forces in England to support the Metropolitan Police. Ahead of Armistice Day, there were concerns about potential disruption taking place at events across the capital. But the Met Police said their job is to police without fear or favour, balancing the rights of all.
Theo, what precisely happened? How was this body discovered?
Yes, well, 19 days on following the chemical attack in Clapham, passing by a Metropolitan Police Marine team were in this area yesterday at around 4 o'clock, in which they found a body in this area just behind me at the Tower Hill Millennium Pier. And they went on to say that they strongly believe that the body that was found here is the body of Abdul Izadi, the chemical attack suspect. Now, they've gone on to say that they haven't yet formally identified him, as the body was in the water for some time. It's been around 3 weeks or so since he was last seen. This is Nicola leaving home on the day she disappeared. She can be seen getting ready to set off on a school run, putting her dog Willow in the boot. On the ground and in the air, officers alongside specialists from a number of agencies have been looking for clues in their search for the missing mother of two. On the morning of October 10th, 2020, Kaylee Titford wouldn't wake up. In the call you are about to hear is her father, Alan Titford, speaking to an ambulance operator in a 999 call.
Are you able to wake her?
Kaylee. Hello.
Okay, stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next, okay? Are you right by her now?
8 months on since the Kirkup report, families, including Lynn's from Dover, have been waiting to see the response from East Kent hospitals. Her daughter Becky took her own life a few months after giving birth at William Harvey Hospital. But have any significant changes been made?